It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart. Do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former second overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Well, there you go. This offense after a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, Mariota. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Mariota. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end as he winds up getting pretty yardage. He solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Cooper Kupp deep for L.A.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Brandt.
Akers back-to-back catches. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Brand.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Brand. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
How about the timing on that one? When they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down. Brand, touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
They begin on the ground here with Connor.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota. And this will be caught by Brown. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Mariota to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run behind center with Connor.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Mariota now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Green brings it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Screen pass to Connor.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled it for just a short gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. James Conner, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point good by Taylor. And we're 10-7. So a 13-play drive into one. And the Cardinals capped it with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Brandt. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
First down, Mariota.
He'll get this to counter underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's counter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
First down, Brandt.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is your game, baby. They got a one-down. Let's ride, dog. Let's go, man. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Brandt.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go, baby. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. And he executed so well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brandt connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd and 2, Brandt, man open, it's Kupp, he's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They give up the middle to Akers. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Akers. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A 5th down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Akers. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Grant. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To the air again. Mariota. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Gets past one man. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mariota. Screen pass to Connor. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Mariota to throw it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive was 75 yards, 10 points. 6 and a 4-yard touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing on first down. Brand, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 79 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Brandt. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Brandt. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 3rd down. Brandt. Eluding the pressure right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down 20-17, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Mariota. And that's complete to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, Mariota. He's got Connor. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Pass complete to Green, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here's Akers.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier they.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.